I have a new item to show you that I just found. This is a slow juicer, and it is by the company AICOK. This is their newest model, and it is more of a vertical style. I like that it actually has a really small footprint on your countertop, as well as it's not going to take up very much space inside your cabinets. So it's pretty compact. Here is a closer look. You can see here the name AICOK, and it's got a like a silver, a little bit stainless steel, black. Here in the back, this is the on-off button. I like that it has a reverse feature, and what that means, if you're juicing and for some reason you get like a little bit of a clog up when you're juicing, you can hit the reverse button down here. It'll reverse the direction that releases the clog, and then you hit it again, and then it'll move it back into the ongoing position to where then it will keep on juicing. These are all the parts for it. It has here, it has two different screens. I thought that was kind of nice. You have more of a if you would like your juice to be a little more pulpy, you use this one. If you like it really fine, you use this one. It's pretty obvious the difference, so that's nice. And let's see, you've got, this is the part that grinds the vegetables up, so that's that part. And this is the part that's more like where the juice is ground up, and then here, this is where it goes out to the pulp, and then here with the little flap, that's where the actual juice comes out, and you can turn that down. That's nice if you have to take the jug and move it to empty it, and you don't want any juice coming out and hitting the tabletop. Then you can just take that flap and do that, and then flip it back up when you're ready to start juicing again. So that's where the juice goes. And everything here seems pretty nice and heavy duty. That's good. This is the top part where it's like the feeding chute. So see, it's not like a round, it's more like a oval. It's, I would say, average size for a slow juicer. It's pretty much the size that I've seen on most juicers that I've had that are a slow juicer. You also get two jugs. You have this one with the handle and the little measurements. That's for the juice. And then the larger one is for the pulp. Now I'm going to put it together. It's very simple, very fast. I do like how slow juicers are pretty fast to put together and take apart and for cleaning. So first thing you want to do is take this part here and attach it right there. So you sit that like that. Then you want to take the little grinder part and you want to put it in until it goes all the way down. And then you decide what screen do you want. I'm going to go with the fine screen, and that goes right along here, and then that just pushes right into place. Next we have the top. Now the top, it has little arrows, so you line up the arrows. See how that's easy, those arrows here. You line it up, and then you turn it till it meets back here. Now, this juicer will not turn on unless you flip this up. This is kind of like a little safety catch, just to make sure that you have this on correctly, because they don't want you to have it go on if this isn't on and then it is open, and you know, your hand could go in there, somebody could get hurt, I guess. So this has to go up, then that's ready to be turned on. And then the next thing you want to do is then put the top on. That's the little pusher thing that goes up here. You put your juice jug here and then your pulp jug there. And even with everything put together, it still is quite compact. And yeah, so far I'm really liking this juicer. But the big test is to see how well can it juice. especially leafy greens, which is the main reason why I think where majority of people want a juicer that can do leafy greens. So I'm going to get some veggies and let's try it out. I got my veggies. I'm going to turn it on. It is pretty quiet, so that's nice. Not loud like a centrifugal juicer is. Let's start with the carrot. A lot of people like carrot juice, so let's see how well that does. Now, one thing that's nice about these vertical juicers is they really kind of pull the, wow, that's coming out pretty fast. They pull in the veggies a little faster, so you don't have to be doing this as much on the top to push things in. And I just want to take a look and see just how well. I have a couple more pieces of carrot in here. Toss that in. Okay, that's it for the carrot. So let's take a look. So I'm going to here for just not a very big carrot. It did a pretty good amount of juice. Let's take a look at the pulp, and the pulp seems pretty good. It actually did a really good job of grinding that up. I mean, look how tiny these pieces are, and I'm not getting, they're not wet. It's not something where I'm squeezing it and juice is coming out. For the carrots, this is actually quite good. I definitely say this did excellent with the carrots. So I'm pretty happy with that. We got some apples. Let's drop some apples in. I'm loving how it's just sucking it in. I don't have to keep pushing it, which sometimes on my other juicer, I'm always having to do this. It can be a little bit tiring. Yeah, I think I'm liking this juicer so far. Yeah, that. Well, I'm gonna stick in, even though this is a really large piece. I'm gonna stick in this piece of ginger, just because I just want to see how well it does. Ginger's wonderful. It's a very good item to have in your juice. I have now a few pieces of radish that I'm gonna drop in. So that's looking all right. Okay, so next we have a cucumber. Cucumbers are pretty watery, so that should bring a lot of liquid coming through. And then now we're going to try some leafy greens. I've got some kale. Let's see how well it works on leafy greens. And it's pulling it through really nicely. I'm loving that part. Push in just a little bit. And then lastly I have a lemon. Oh, that went in good. Everything's all going through. And juice-wise, got a fair amount. Let's take a look at the pulp. And there we go. See how the greens, I did on the green kale. I actually did a pretty good job on the kale. Ground it up pretty good. So I'm liking how well it did on the kale. It wasn't as good. The only thing I think it wasn't as good on was maybe the apples, but everything else it did really well. The radish, the ginger, and of course the carrots. The carrots were fantastic. So overall, it's looking pretty good. Here I just poured the juice in a glass. Did a pretty good yield for what I put in, which wasn't a whole lot. So I think that did well. I just got it cleaned up and I put it back together. Cleanup was great. It was easy, fast. So I'm loving how easy and fast it was to clean. So that's great on this juicer. So let's see. Overall, for carrots, it juices carrots better than any other juicer I've used. It does actually juice carrots better than my Omega juicer. Wonderful. So if you're really into carrots, then I definitely say this is the juicer to get. When it comes to things like leafy greens, it does a really good job, but the original AICOK slow juicer, in my opinion, does better on the leafy greens. I'm not saying that this isn't bad. It does good. It's just the other one is better. They are both in the same price range, or right around the $100 mark. The only difference on the other juicer is like long, like a more styled and like a champion style juicer. I'll put the link for that juicer below this video so you can click on that one. It all depends on what is it that you want to juice the most. If it is leafy greens, I suggest the other AICOK juicer, and the link will be below the video. If you are more into carrot juice, then definitely this one, this one did great with the carrot juice. But overall, as just a general juicer, I think it did a great job. I like that it has a very small footprint. It's really inexpensive, right around $100, very quiet. It's got the reverse button. So it's got a lot of good features. I like that you don't have to keep pushing down the vegetables like I do with the other AICOK juicer that I told you is better for the leafy greens. That style juicer, you still have to keep pushing the stuff down. It's just the way that kind of juicer is. Same as my Omega is just like that too. But overall, yeah, I do like this juicer, and depending on what you want to juice, depends. Whatever you're into. But there's my review, and go and check out the other review I did on the other AICOK. That way you can see both juicers, and then you can make your own opinion on what you think is better to get. Yes, I definitely like it, and I think it's a good juicer for the price. Definitely.
If you like this video, feel free to hit subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Bye.